And we're back live here on the Team SMI Starting Lineup Media Day, presented by SMI. Coach Charles Jetmore, Coach Nathan Horsley, Matt Skinner here with you. And a big thank you to David Brock back in the studio running all our controls. And Joel Brock right here, you can't see him, but he's running all of our Facebook production. We appreciate him and all the fine folks that came out today, enjoying hopefully the media out in the lobby and all the food out there, even though we've already had our food today. But
well, I don't know. Shane probably ate it all up.
Shane, Coach said that he was busting out of his shirt, and they look like they hit the weight room.
Well, yeah, but now I'm going to tell you something. Of all the people we've had on this stage show so far, y'all are the prettiest.
Looking sharp and
had to break the tension.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Coach Darius Smiley, Shane Bruce, and Isaiah Terry with us. Two fine football players and one fine head coach. And we'll get it started. Not the season last year that we wanted. That's in the past. You play in probably the toughest region in Quad A. I mean, just absolutely crazy. You got Cedartown, Cartersville, Sandy Creek, Troop. I mean, you can just keep naming teams. But it doesn't matter. You're not going to make excuses. What has the offseason been like in this team building around coming up for the 2019 season?
It's been great so far. It's been led by our seniors. We got 21 seniors, and I think they're at a point where they're tired of the 2-8s and the 3-7s, and they've gone about their business this off season and really hit the weight room really hard. We implemented a speed program with our guys this off season, and it's paid dividends for us so far. We've had a great summer. Done really well in some of our 7-on-7s and our paddock camps. We've gone out and performed. So I'm really excited about this upcoming season and this team. And I think they're wanting to prove to a lot of people that we're going to get Central back on the right track.
Awesome. Coach, you want to start?
Well, now I started out with how pretty you are, okay? But I'm going to tell you what I think. You ain't going to be pretty on that football field. People are going to wish they had never seen you coming. Am I right, Shane?
Yes, sir.
Oh, is that yeah, man. They're going to wish they hadn't seen Shane Bruce. Are they right, Mr. Terry? Are they going to wish they hadn't seen you coming?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. They're going to feel me.
Yeah.
They're going to feel him. Coach Horst, you want to start us off with a question?
The big thing here with these guys here, and what I like about both of these young men that Central's got here is the attitude they both bring, and that we see this nice persona right here, but when these two get between the lines, they got a little mean streak right there, and then you've got to have some of those, and I think that's one of the big things there that's being instilled a lot is, like I said, you got to be one side outside the lines, but when you get through there, it's got to be physical. And I think that's kind of one of the big things that's being done, because the time you guys spend in the weight room, a lot of the things you guys are doing right now. So kind of talk to us a little bit about what your off-season preparation has been, because I know you do multiple things, as far as in your off-season of what you were doing, but kind of talk us through your path also. And congratulations on your commitment to oh gosh, I'm going blank right now.
Coastal Carolina.
Hey, I'm the one that's old, man.
The Chanticleers.
Yeah, I know that. C.J. Brewers and Ramonica's probably fixing to chew me out for forgetting that. But congratulations
I even
on that.
remembered that.
Yeah.
Well, our off season started back in December, and our strength and conditioning coach, Coach Kranz, been on our tails, busting our tails in the weight room, and we took it to the field, and then our speed trainer, Coach Taylor, from Warner Robbins, he helped us a lot with our speed training and everything, and so we just took it to during our spring, and it showed a lot. And in the summer, it's been showing a lot, and we just keep going and practicing, getting faster, physical every day. So, yes.
Shane, what about you?
Yeah, we've been pretty focused this summer on hitting the weights, getting faster, and just being a better football team. Just getting ready for the season.
Awesome.
My turn. Coach, this is not only for you, but it's for these two young men too. Coach, the easiest thing that you could have done was packed up your tent and said, "The heck with this. I am not going to put up with this anymore," and gone somewhere else. What kept you at Central?
These kids. I mean,
it is.
This. I'm blessed. I tell a lot of people that simply because of the kids that I get to coach. We have great kids they do what they're supposed to do in the classroom. They carry themselves in a manner that, makes me proud to be their coach. And, they come from good families. And as myself and our coaches, we try to develop them as men, because at the end of the day, football's going to stop one day, and they got to go out and be a great husband and a good father, so that's something that I try to instill in them to, football's only going to go so far. What are you going to do after football's over with? And I think the senior class represents that, not just the senior class, our football team as a whole. I mean, I'm blessed when it comes to the type of kids that we have. We have great kids, and I just hope and pray that, the hard work that they put in, so far this offseason pays off for them.
So obviously, go ahead.
Shane, same thing now. You could have thrown up your hands and said, "The heck with this. I am not going to come out here and get my head beaten in for nothing." Bad English. We ain't winning. And, of course, it's all about winning. You and I both know that. What kept you coming back out on that field?
Well, I know the guys we have a lot of potential. But, being in the region we're in, it's tough. I just feel like there was little small things throughout the season that held us back. But I think this year we're going to get those figured out, and we're going to have a breakout year.
All right, it's your turn, Chief. What kept you from coming and saying, "Hey, Coach, I ain't gonna play no more. I'm gonna go with the girls"? What kept you from doing that?
Well, Coach Smiley, he's like a father to us. We can come to him about anything. And our boys, they've always been close together. We stuck together since middle school, and this year will be the year for us to turn everything around for Central.
Awesome.
No doubt.
Talk a little bit about the offensive side of the football. You've got a quarterback very experienced coming in, Kashif Taylor, great kid, knows how to win big games. And are we going to see a little bit of a change in the offense, or the same kind of wing T stuff from you guys this year?
We're going to be.
You don't have to say it.
We're going to be wing T because there's an opponent in the building. But Kashif's done a great job. He's come in and commanded our offense, and we've assembled a group of kids around him from our skill positions to allow us to do some different things this off season, and I'm excited about what we can do. I want to brag on our offensive line. I feel like we're the biggest that we've been at Central in a while. But I also think we're probably we're going to be more physical than we've been up front also. And then, just our kids have made plays throughout the course of the offseason. We did a good job in our spring game against Shaw, throwing the football. So I think that'll be an added dimension for our football program that'll help us be successful this year.
The reason I asked you three that question, you fellas, and of course you, Coach, you're a mentor, but you fellas, those young people look up to you. Whether you like it or not, they look up to you. And the easiest thing you will ever do in your life is quit. And if you quit, and I know some things you have to, but if you quit, what are you telling those younger people? Man, don't tough it out. I'm just going to quit. So I admire what you've done, okay? Now my next question is to you, what are you going to do now? What is coming up? What are people going to wish that they had never seen Central come on that football field? What are you going to do? Don't be afraid. Tell us.
Foot on the gas all game. I mean, 100%, 10%. I mean, we're just trying to run down everybody's throat this year. No doubt, every time we step on the field. Both sides of the ball, special teams as well. Just all the song.
Shane, what are you going to do that is going to make people wish Central had never been on their football field?
I think this is the most physical team that we've had since I've been here. And I think we're gonna make people tap out.
Yeah, now, folks, you saw the smile on this young man's face. That's not a smile of, I don't know, man. That's a smile of determination.
Let's go back, during the summer, one of your big moments this summer was going up to Georgia and playing in the 7-on-7 thing up there. And you guys made it all the way to the finals. And along that way, when you started looking at the bracket of some of the guys you guys matched up with at that time, there were some premier programs that were in that, if you keep score, it's always a competition. It doesn't really matter what it is or who it is. And like I said, with what you guys did there, during that time, that can be that catapult because, last year at being 2-8, but like I said, going in there believing that you can now win, makes a huge difference. And that seems to be something that is different with this group, like you mentioned earlier, that is that if you're believing now that you can win, it's a big difference walking out on the football field. So do you guys kind of see that same thing amongst the leadership that you've got with those 21 seniors that, we are more physical, we are more mental right there, but now we really believe that in what we're doing?
I'll speak to that. I think this spring and this offseason the confidence in our football team has been like, none other. I mean, I feel like our kids are confident in what they're doing, and I think that's a testament to Coach Krantz in our weight room. They bust their butts in the weight room, and it's paid dividends on the field. So far this spring, and like you mentioned, the 7-on-7. Kids just kept playing. And we kept making play after play, and ended up winning, and ended up facing a tough Hateville Charter team in the finals. But for our kids to go and play, 9 games in a day, that was tough. And our kids fought through and made it to the finals, so we were very proud of them. But I had to remind them, at the end of the day, we still got to, there's still a line of scrimmage, and you got to, tackle and block to win football games. It's not just about throwing. So, but I think they've been confident in their abilities. They've been confident in our scheme and what we're trying to do. And I think we're moving in the right direction from that standpoint. If y'all want to hit on that.
I was going to say something about confidence.
Go ahead.
Hold it, Shane. You're not going to get in trouble saying what you, keep it clean, of course, but you're not going to get in trouble saying what you really know, so say it.
I was just going to basically say what he said. I think we have a more confident football team than we've ever had before, and I think it's going to show. I definitely think it's going to show.
How appropriate the Thunder went on right as
you're going to bring that Thunder on Friday night, man, I tell you.
Yeah. But as we kind of wrap things up, at the end of the year, what are we expecting to obviously, a playoff berth is what we're going for. And what is the way we see you guys in that scenario?
My main thing has been preaching to the guys, get better every day. And, we sat down with our leadership committee the other day to map out our team goals. And like you mentioned, playoff berth was one of the top goals. Obviously keeping our grades up as a team, but the making the playoffs was the next goal. So, and I think we're more than capable of doing that. We got to stay healthy, and we just got to, every time we step out in between the lines, we got to come ready to play because our schedule's not easy. I meant for it to be that way because of the region that we play in, but I feel confident in this group and what we got going on that if we come out and do the little things and do everything right, we'll have a chance to play for a playoff spot.
Awesome. Y'all got anything else before we let them go and enjoy their Chick-fil-A and American Pie?
If there's any left.
If there's any left.
I do. Show them what Lion Pride is, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're looking forward to watching y'all. We'll have you, I believe, on KISS 102.7, the first game of the year against South Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So August 23rd, we'll have that game on the air. So we're looking forward to that. Until then, go get them.
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for having me.
When we come back, we'll be sitting down with head coach Brad Gordon and the Mount Zion Eagles right here. It's the Team SMI Starting Lineup Media Day, presented by SMI.